What is a virgin? Is God willing to prevent evil, but not able? Then he is not omnipotent. Is he able, but not willing? Then he is malevolent. Is he both able and willing? Then whence cometh evil? Is he neither able nor willing? Then why call him God? Sam Harris says that God cannot be both omnipotent and omniscient. He is either incapable of doing anything to stop the most egregious calamities, or he doesn't care. God is therefore impotent or evil. There is no other way. And it's time sane human beings own up to this. The logic comes from denial. It all rests on denial. Denying God exists makes it logical. If we don't have the belief, nothing is logical. It's all false logic. After a catastrophe on Earth and most life as they know it is wiped out, a woman comes to a small village of 24 men. Life, the men imagine when they see the woman, but she tells them she is a virgin and follows the holy path. She cannot help them with this particular problem. Some men say the choice must be respected, but others are clever and make this argument to get what they want and expose that she is lying. Is she willing to prevent death, but not able? Then she is a liar. Is she able, but not willing? Then she is malevolent. Is she both able and willing? Then why is death upon us? Is she neither able nor willing? Then why call her holy? The men tie her up, because there is no other way. Is that actually true? No other way? No, of course not. It's manipulation. This is about how people who pride themselves on logic, reason and truth, use the intellect to deceive themselves rather than the faith they criticize. The argument they have constructed only makes sense in the world where only harlots can exist. Likewise, the argument against God only makes sense in the world where only a false God can exist. The problem is, if the virgin is on trial, and not the harlot, they will attribute to the virgin what is true for the harlot, and find the virgin guilty of being a harlot. What does that have to do with logic, reason, and truth? This is deception. Both God and the virgin only exists as not able. In the real world, there are no able virgins or true God that creates mountaintops, but not cliffhanger. Since everyone knows what a virgin is, and no one knows what God is, it's easier to expose the false logic of the argument with the woman whose identity and intentions are unknown. We expose how the logic does not answer which woman has come to town, because that is how the argument is used by people today. It is used as undeniable fact that God is evil, and all who do not agree are deluded. Is any of that actually true? Can the logic of Epicures identify the woman? Let's find out. Is she willing to prevent death, but not able? Then she is a liar. For whom is this true, the harlot or virgin? It's only true when the woman is the harlot. It's false when the woman is the virgin. The harlot has no virginity to lose. She is lying and deceiving them. But the virgin is dictated by reality, meaning she can be willing to give life good character, but reality dictates she cannot and be a virgin. Therefore the virgin is not able. Is she able, but not willing? Then she is malevolent. If we know virgin only exists as not able, who are the only people that can ask this question? Those who don't know what a virgin is. Those who believe only harlots can exist, or a false god can exist. This is only logical in the world where we have excluded virgins from existing. The argument does not identify the woman, it crucified the woman regardless of her testimony, true or false. It's the belief only harlots can exist that make the argument foolproof. When people bring that conviction into the problem, the argument only talks about the harlot and says nothing about the virgin. You are a fool for believing the argument reveals the truth about the woman. That is a total lie and deception. Both the harlot and the virgin will claim they are not able, and not able does not inform us whether it's one or the other. But the conclusion they reach, then she is lying, proves who is lying. It's the men, not the woman. When Harris says, there is no other way, both says they are not able, and is it true, not able, informs us the woman is a harlot. No, then neither is it true, there is no other way. Who does he think he is? Christ. That is why we must reject the whole argument as they present it to us as the truth about the woman or God's nature. That is not true at all, and because they've been lying to the public for decades already, they need to told what we really think of their reason. It's absolute garbage. What is true is that the woman is condemned as a harlot even if she is a virgin. That is the reality of their logic, or rather false logic. This is not a small mistake, this is a disastrous mistake, one of biblical proportions. The argument is used in the public arena to reveal the truth about God who can only be evil. They are not joking. It's not a prank, this is their actual convictions. It's the same lie and manipulation when God is on trial. Omnipotent does not mean that God can say 2 + 2 is 5. True, God cannot do it, because he would then be false, not omnipotent. This is deception. The woman sleeping with the village is not a virgin, she is a harlot. The true virgin is not able. There are not able virgins, and there is no true God who creates humans in cliffs and not falling down. That is the reality of it, but they don't tell people that. Instead they say, it reveals the truth about God's character, he is evil. No, this lie and deception is evil. This lie that condemns the virgin as a harlot, that is evil. Is God willing to prevent evil, but not able? Then he is not omnipotent. This is a false conclusion. It assumes true God can create stairs that only go up. When the measure of truth is demonstrably false, their whole case falls apart. Like the measure when it's a woman, sleeping with the village, means she is true. Well, a true harlot, but not a true virgin. The whole argument is rigged from beginning to end. There is nothing true about how it's used. They call it the Achilles heel of God and religion. That is how much faith they have in their position. It is their strongest point against God's weakest point. This is why exposing this argument is necessary. It needs to be stopped everywhere it turns up. This is misuse and abuse of logic, reason, and truth. It's no joke. It has real-world impact. There are actual virgins in the world that are condemned as harlots, in the name of logic, reason, and truth. It's disgusting. It's this kind of misuse of reason that leads to Socrates' death, Christ's death, Joan of Arc's death, Galileo's house arrest. The people who use logic to deceive the people are no better than people who use faith to deceive. Neither of them are the heroes of the story. They are the villains.